shock and dominance. The Philippine rising force redefines basketball standards. There are nights in sports when numbers tell the story. Then there are nights when numbers barely scratch the surface of dominance. The 87-46 blowout on a humid Friday evening was one such moment. A statement game that left fans, scouts, and analysts stunned at the display of power, precision, and sheer basketball intellect. At the heart of it was a young forward, just 16 years old, playing with the calm maturity of a professional. His name echoed through the arena even before the final buzzer, a player who fused Philippine basketball grit with NBA-like explosiveness. Every drive, every pivot, every two-point finish spoke of hours of crafted repetition and tactical awareness far beyond his age. From the tip-off, the tone was clear. The team didn't just play to win. They played to redefine what efficiency looked like. Ball movement was crisp, spacing was perfect, and execution was clinical, a modern basketball masterclass in pace and precision. The offense ran like a well-oiled system, cutting through defenses with seamless transition plays that opened up the lane for easy finishes. By the end of the first quarter, the rhythm had set in. The young forward had already tallied 14 attempts from inside, connecting on a jaw-dropping 66.7% of his two-point field goals, 2 points FG. Every possession was a threat, a combination of quickness, aggressiveness, and court vision that made the defense collapse and scramble. As the crowd began to sense something special unfolding, so did the opposition. But no adjustment seemed enough. When they packed the paint, he dished out assists. When they switched the zone, he attacked the seams. When they tried to body him up, his footwork and balance turned physical contact into fuel, power with control, efficiency with elegance. The second quarter was where the show turned electric. The team exploded on a 27-21 run, a scoring blitz powered by ball reversals, open looks, and fearless drives. The arena erupted with every fast break, every transition dunk, every defensive stop that turned instantly into offense. The forwards' influence stretched beyond the stat sheet. It was rhythm, momentum, and a kind of basketball maturity rarely seen at this level. Coaches on the sideline could only shake their heads at the NBA-caliber spacing and decision-making. The playbook seemed to expand with each possession. Handoffs, screens, corner skips, all execute with precision. This is modern basketball. One analyst remarked courtside, "It's not just talent, it's discipline at an elite level." By halftime, the scoreline already tilted toward the inevitable. The Philippine squad led comfortably, and yet there was no hint of complacency. Every possession was treated like a learning opportunity, a test of spacing, communication, and execution. Then came the third quarter, the defining stretch, a 66-33 statement on both ends of the floor. The young star turned up the intensity, anchoring the team's defense while continuing to attack the rim with purpose. His finishing ability remained elite, his decisions even sharper. When the opposition tried to bait him into 4 shots, he simply moved the ball, found the open man, and trusted the system. The team's two-point shooting percentage held steady at 66-67%, a number almost unheard of in this level of competition. The bench fed off the energy, cheering each defensive rotation as loudly as each dunk. What emerged wasn't just a win. It was a demonstration of modern Philippine basketball's evolution. Faster, smarter, more efficient, more team-oriented. The fourth quarter sealed the message. The scoreboard read 87-46 when the buzzer sounded. The players walked off smiling but composed, aware that the result wasn't just dominance. It was validation. Analysts would later point to key metrics: 66.7% from 2, 25% from 3, assists on over 60% of made field goals, and a defensive efficiency rating among the best in the tournament. But even those numbers didn't capture the intangible, the control, the composure, and the NBA-like presence of a 16-year-old who commanded the floor like a seasoned pro. This is what the future of Philippine basketball looks like, said a scout after the game. It's about versatility, efficiency, and intelligence, not just height or raw power. What we saw tonight was the future. For fans, the performance was exhilarating. For coaches, it was proof of a new generation trained not only in athleticism, but in basketball IQ. And for the player at the center of it all, it was just another step, another opportunity to refine, to improve, to work harder. As the crowd filed out of the gym, The echoes of the final score still hung in the air, 87-46. The kind of dominance that makes headlines, the kind that forces everyone to ask if they just witnessed the beginning of something far bigger. And as the team huddled for their post-game photo, their coach smiled and said what everyone was thinking. This isn't a fluke. This is a new standard. The fans erupted again, phones raised, chants echoing. It wasn't just a win. It was a statement of evolution. Don't forget to like and subscribe.